Hi, it's me again. Um, okay, so I'm actually popping on right now because this was actually my husband's idea. It's pretty bloody brilliant. I was venting, but also like giving myself some pats on the back for real reasons. Um, and I'm actually sorry, I'm looking because I want to be able. This is actually the first time I have tried to share my screen on Facebook Live. So if you're like, what the hell is she doing? That is what I am doing. I don't 100% know how to do that on Facebook Live. So that's what I'm looking at. Oh, it is right motherfucking there. But why will it not let me share? I really to get the full effect of this, I really wanted to be able to share this with you and man. Oh, but that's a fun little thing. Sorry. You guys are watching me figure out different things about Facebook Live, which is not the intent of this video, but damn it, I wanted to share. Okay, if anybody's on here watching and you know how to get me to share my screen, throw some help a bitch's way because clearly I don't know what I'm doing on Facebook Live to share my fucking screen because I never share my fucking screen. I only do that on Zoom. And I don't know why it won't let me. I get this like I see where it says start screen share on setup, but like I get the little circle with the line through it. So apparently that means that I'm not allowed. All right. I'm gonna move forward. If somebody pops in and gets me how to do it, great. I'll share my screen. If not, I'll put the picture with the video momentarily. Um. So, anyway, I was I was praising myself a little bit to my husband, and you will understand why momentarily for my response to someone in a message. And he was like, "Dude, you should totally share that with your group." I was like, "That's a brilliant fucking idea. Yes, I should." You guys, there are so many things that I could share about this and relate this back to, but ultimately it's this combination of A, don't ever be afraid to do you, and B, when somebody responds to you in a less than favorable manner, just remember that those people are not your fucking people. Okay. I actually got this response today, and also to remind you that you will get people that say no to you, and sometimes in not a very nice way, or like just an unnecessary way. So I was reaching out to someone about adding them to the group. Now, this should come as no shock to you, and if it does, and this is a brilliant wake up call for you. Um, yeah, I have I have a couple different options that I use when I want to invite people into my group. I don't know why that shocks some people. I do go and stalk you before I add you. I do try to make sure that you're someone who would fit in really well with this group from what I'm able to see, right? But I'm not going to really know that till you get into the group. And hopefully, I'm able to serve you. Whether you ever work with me one on one or invest with me or whatever, like that's not the fucking purpose of this group. Yes, do I get clients out of here? Of course I do. But mostly, I just try to serve. Like that's my jam, right? I want to be able to help, and I want this to be a place where you can share and you can learn and you can grow and you can make connections and even you can sell sometimes. Yeah. So that being said, I sent my message, and the picture that I'm going to share, I've cropped it so you can't see the name or the profile photo. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast like that. But literally, this is the message that I got. So she took my message that I crafted and used the same like format and recrafted her own. And it was, "Hi, stranger. I don't know you at all. I created a group called Please Don't Cold Message Strangers to corral them into your Facebook group so you can sell to them. It's a group where savvy business babes gather to share their icky experiences of being messaged by randos. I only had the coolest bitches ever who are trying to do online marketing in a way that feels good for everyone. No nerds allowed. Sorry. Hashtag not sorry." What the fuck? Who hurt you? Like, who hurt you? I just asked if you wanted to come hang out in the group, bitch. Like, now, real authentic me wants to respond like, bruh, turn the dial down. Like, what is your damage? But here's the thing. That doesn't serve anybody, which sounds so cheesy and cliche, but the reality is someone who's going to respond to me like that has already made up their mind of who I am and who they think I am and what they think my intent is. So no matter how I respond, it ain't going to change shit. And if I get shitty, which I low-key, high-key wanted to do, right? Because when you come at me like that, that's fighting words, and that's my instant gut honest reaction as I'm like, we about to fight. So instead, this was the message that I crafted in return. And I would love it if someone could learn from this, take from this, right? Because old me would have not responded this way. And so I said their name, and I was like, no worries. I firmly believe in doing what's authentic for you, regardless of what that is. I appreciate the candor, but I have to say, you're missing out on the whole nerd ban. Some of the best people I know are nerds, and some of us genuinely want to serve others, whether we sell anything or not. And then I added this in. I was like, oh, and I legit love your no BS vibe on your page. And that was a true fucking statement. She's so authentic, which is why I thought she'd be really cool for this group. And I love that vibe on her page, and I was like, take care. Now, does anybody think I didn't get the joke? Where she said she created the group about don't cold message strangers? Like, I got the joke. Saying you ban nerds was part of my joke. She didn't get it. She's like, you didn't get my joke, but that's okay. I love nerds. I just hate your marketing. Bye. Again, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Like, you're dealing with some stuff, sister, and that's above my pay grade. Like, I'm not a licensed therapist. So again, I just responded, and I could have been like, bitch, whatever. I thought that a little bit. A lot of it. But I just responded, I was like, no, I got the joke. That was part of mine. And to each their own. Bye! I can't even with stuff like this. Okay, why am I talking to you about it? One, because I did kind of think it was fucking hilarious. But two, a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago, I don't know that I would have thought it was as funny. I would have taken it personally. It's not fucking personal, y'all. She doesn't know me, so it can't be personal. And I don't know her. And that's really the key piece that I want to take away from that for myself. I have no idea who this person really is, what their story is, or when I jokingly say, who hurt you? Somebody obviously did. She obviously had a really negative experience. And it's not my place to judge whether or not her response is valid. Okay? It's not personal. And I had to even remind me, even now, to take a step back from that and go, hold up, all these initial feelings where I want to box, that's because I'm taking it personally, and it's not personal. So I can respond, and I also felt the need to defend myself, right? Like, we feel the need to go, no, that's not what... Stop. Because this isn't about you. It's about them. Right? Just like your brand and your business should be, by the way. So instead of defending myself, but also still kind of wanting to defend myself, right? I was like, you know what? Let me just validate what she said. You know what? This group doesn't feel authentic to her. My message did not feel authentic to her. That's not on me. I didn't do anything wrong. So why would I try to pressure her into something that doesn't feel authentic when my very nature of what I do is about what's authentic to you? I'm still going to tell her that I love her vibe because I do love her vibe, and I want to validate that. And I want to validate that I can love her vibe even if I don't love the way she chose to respond to me. Once again, she was authentic as hell, wasn't she? Right? And then I just kind of wanted to make light of it. And that was my one little jab, right? Like, let me make light of your joke by making a joke of my own. And just saying that, like, some of us just want to serve, right? That was my one little defense. I still feel good looking back at that, the way that I phrased that, right? She came back, and y'all, using the word hate is really powerful. If we say, I hate vegetables don't have emotions, not that I'm aware of, right? But when someone goes, I hate your marketing, ooh, like that is kind of personal, but not really. Yeah. So, I hope I gave you a little bit of a laugh. Maybe you took a little nugget away from that. Since I couldn't share my screen because apparently I'm a total fucking noob when it comes to Facebook Live. Hey, Dotson. Dotson, you'll really get a kick out of this photo. But hopefully you got a kick out of it. again, maybe you got a little nugget out of it, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of just a reminder that when people respond to you in a negative light, it's not personal. I promise, boo, it's not about you. I promise it's not. How could it be? They don't know you. And those people are not your people. So bless and release. Yeah? They're not your people. And that's okay, because that's not personal either. Someone not being your person isn't personal. I know that sounds like, because the word person is in there. It's not personal. You're not the best person for them. And that's okay, because you're not the best person for every human walking the face of the planet. Otherwise, none of us would ever need anything. Because we could just turn to the person to our right or to our left and go, do this thing for me, and they could do it. Right? So, remember, it's not personal. It's not about you. Right? Those aren't your people. And most importantly, because we don't really know what's going on in the other side of that, if I had chosen to be shitty, which again, that temptation was there, because I felt like she got shitty, like you started it, I have no idea what's going on the other side of that keyboard. Right? At that keyboard on the other side of that screen. I would never knowingly want to add to a person's negativity, to the circumstances they're dealing with. I would never want to make someone's day worse. I don't care what they've done to me. I don't want to be responsible for that, putting that kind of energy out there and forcing that energy on somebody else. Because what I got out of that, I mean, I'm laughing about it now, but that was a little rough. Like, damn, that was a lot of negative energy coming my way. Killed my vibe a little bit. But I'm very fortunate that I try really hard to instantaneously flip that and go, man, what must be going on with them? And maybe that's because I have admittedly, and still somewhat ashamedly, like, I've lashed out at people when it had nothing to do with them. And man, do I feel like a shitbag after. Right? I projected my bullshit onto you, and that's not okay. And knowing what that feels like, and knowing what it feels like when I've done it to somebody else, I'm not going to turn around and give you negative for negative, right? I'm going to try to lighten it up, keep it positive, get my joyous vibe back, and then see what I can learn from it. So that's what I was doing here. I'm going to drop the picture with the video just so you can appreciate it for what it is, right? Hopefully get a chuckle out of it. If you have anything that you want to add, I'd love to hear that in the comments. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Happy hump day, and we will chat soon. Later.